Thank you so much for attending my presentation about Alolan-Ninetales, the deadliest Pokemon of all time, and first let's talk about its traits. While all around it looks pretty good, those stats don't really scream top tier threat. Sure, you're pretty fast with 109 speed, but everything else is whatever, it's not that strong or bulky. And when combined with a weakness red and ice fairy typing, staying on the field seems really difficult. Thankfully, things start to look up with its ability Snow Warning, setting the snow field condition on switch in. This does several things for it as we'll get into soon, but notably boosts its defense by 1.5 times since it's an ice type. All of a sudden, its typing looks a bit better, especially since it's pretty tough to take down on the special side. But even so, is this really worth the moniker of deadliest Pokemon? Alolan-Ninetales' main strength comes from its access to one move, Aurora Veil. This is insane, setting up both screens at the same time, drastically reducing the damage your team takes across the board. However, there is a caveat. For the move to work, you have to be in the snow. Thankfully for Alolan-Ninetales, as we mentioned earlier, his ability does just that on switch-in. Yes, Abomasnow also gets access to this combo, but Abomasnow has a ton of problems. It has worse stats, especially speed, with a really bad defensive typing. It can function in this role, but is overall worse. Ninetales' ability to so consistently set up Veil for 8 turns with Light Clay is extremely threatening, giving normally frail setup sweepers all the time in the world. Look at Volcarona, whose meager physical bulk and Rock's weakness make it tough to get all the boosts you need, but with the Veil up, sweeping teams becomes way more reasonable. Ninetales enables shit like this constantly and is thus a staple of offensive singles and doubles teams. But don't neglect Ninetales' ability to be scary itself. This thing has a ton of ways to fuck you up, both directly with attacking moves and indirectly with support. Blizzard is the most obvious stab move to put on it, as in the snow it becomes 100% accurate. This spread move is not only a staggering 110 base power, but also has the chance to freeze just for shits and giggles. Every time Ninetales clicks Blizzard, you're thrown into a Mario Party luck minigame, and if you lose, the match might just be over. Fun stuff. This combined with Moonblast gives it a potent offensive combo. In fact, as insane as it sounds, you'll often see Ninetales throw on a choice specs in VGC. Throwing Veil to the wind seems ill-advised, but Blizzard is strong enough to the point where it doesn't even matter. It also has a ton of supportive options to be a giant pain. The most common is Encore, which, when put on a fast Pokemon, basically locks the opponent out of moves like Protect. Icy Wind is an insane speed control option in doubles, being powerful on offensive teams that lack Tailwind. In singles, you occasionally see it run Hypnosis, which threatens a ton of momentum and incapacitating the enemy. Very scary stuff. Despite only being introduced 3 generations ago, Alolan-Ninetales has a great resume. In singles, it's been at least decent and overused in every single generation. The utility of double screens, a good attacker, and support is way too much to pass up. Plus, in the low tiers it ends up in, this guy is a monster. In Gen 9 RU, for example, it utilizes a move that I haven't even talked about yet, Nasty Plot. This doubles its special attack, and in a lower powered format, those blizzards are very difficult to handle, but doubles is arguably even better. Ninetales has a ton of results, snagging 3 regional wins, second at Worlds 2017, and a championship at EUIC 2018 with Simone Sanvito. Currently, it's still performing at a high level. It won the Joinville Regionals and got second at Louisville alongside the deadly Garchomp, which threatens obscene spread earthquakes. Como-O teams that look to set up with Clangorous love the utility of Aurora Veil, letting them get going easier. The absolute freight train of Annihilate is fucking absurd with this guy, as after a single bulk up, you're nearly impossible to take down. This thing is a menace. In conclusion, Alolan-Ninetales is extremely scary. With the ability to not only be dangerous itself, but enable the most terrifying Pokemon in the game, it gets a ton of work done. You know you're in for a bad time when you see it. Super quick, I'm helping out with an awesome charity fundraiser VGC tournament for Palestine. I'm going to be putting all the links with information in the description, so go check it out. It'll be really fun and I'll be doing some commentary. Thank you so much for watching.